You know, when I got into fixing a Rush base account, I did not anticipate how challenging it would become. For so many years of playing Clash of Clans and doing it in the traditional method, there's so many mistakes and things that you can do to rebound really quick in a traditional upgrade versus a Rush-based account. There's certain things that we're going to discuss in this video where it's like, I should have known that, but then again, you really can't anticipate that unless you make the mistake in the first place. But we got clan games. This would be our month 2 progress update, and this is the second clan games that we've actually completed. We did max out our points, and we're going to go ahead and claim a clock tower potion, a shovel of obstacles, wall rings, a builder potion, because those are extremely important in this series, as well as the research potions and the book of heroes. And then our final reward, the extra reward that we get, I'm going to be claiming this builder rune of elixir, and that'll make more sense once we get over to the builder base later in this video. So let me show you what's been done on this account. Now, we did capture this base when we first started on day 1, and then we showed it again on day 31, and now here's what it looks like on day 67. And you'll notice first and foremost the walls. We have Town Hall 11 and 12 walls. Now, I must note that I really could care less about upgrading walls. This is not my purpose in life. They're not really that useful after all. They just look really cool. They're intimidating to lower level players, and when a root rider is traveling through them, you'll see that they are just completely useless. However, they are a great way to get rid of extra resources, because when I have multiple builders down, a ton of resources sitting there that I need to get rid of, I dump them into walls. That way I'm not giving away loot to other players. But let's go ahead and jump into the progress base, and we're going to start with the first building that we did max out on this account minus the elixir collectors, and that would be the laboratory. Now, I think back in month 1 we did have a Town Hall 13 laboratory, and I went ahead and upgraded it 3 more times, and 2 of those upgrades was completed with a book of building and a book of everything. And the reason behind this upgrade was the fact that each time I upgraded the goblin or the wall breaker, I would have to wait for another building upgrade to go to the next level, and that was getting really annoying. Now I no longer have any limitations. I can just upgrade my troops as much as I want until they bring out a new level of laboratory. Now, we also mentioned in previous videos that we were focusing our efforts on hero upgrades. Now, at first I thought this was a great idea, and then I realized that I might have jumped the gun on the hero upgrades. So I think in month 1 we had a level 4 barbarian king, a level 5 queen and grand warden, and then a level 3 royal champion. Right now, all 3, the king, queen, and the grand warden, are level 25, and the royal champion is now level 18. So while I had 4 builders on the heroes at once, I had the 5th builder working on the barracks. Now, I believe back in month 1 we had a level 5 barracks, and we went ahead and upgraded all the way to the point where we unlocked the electro dragon. Now, with that being said, we should have to upgrade, I think, 4 more times on the barracks to unlock the yeti, as well as the electro titan, the dragon rider, and the root rider. And ideally I'd like to have that root rider unlocked and upgraded, but that's going to take more time. Now, there's a reason why I kind of stopped upgrading the barracks, and the fact of the matter is that when you're trying to farm resources a lot, you'll quickly realize that your army takes really long time to train when the barracks are down for upgrade. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't upgrade or you can't train troops. That just means that it's drastically reduced even with a training potion. So it gets really annoying when you're on a training potion and you're trying to raid loot non-stop and you're having to wait for simple sneaky goblins to train. It still takes a while. So that's kind of why I stepped away from the barracks for a little bit, and I'll come back to that in the upcoming weeks. There are far more important upgrades than the barracks right now. And then we also had an update this month. We had the new Supercharge feature come out, and I'm kind of on the fence on whether I'm going to supercharge buildings, because I am speculating, this is complete speculation, that Town Hall 17 is probably going to come out in the December update. I don't know that for sure. Don't take that as the word, just saying that I think that that might be the case, which means that the Supercharge will move on to Town Hall 17 and not Town Hall 16. That also might mean that we might rush this base further, but you never know. But anyways, I went ahead and started upgrading our gold mines because I felt that I'm doing all this grinding of resources, and to really show that, the best way to show how how many resources I've actually kind of grinded out is to show how many attacks I've done, or at least one in this case, and that was 376 attacks in the last month, which is like a lot. And I know some of you are like, dang bro, talk about no life, but you know, it's kind of my job, so I can afford to do it, you know. But anyways, we went ahead and started upgrading the gold mines and elixir pumps because I felt like I was missing out on resources, easy resources, you know, the resources while I'm sleeping. So I started with gold mines first, got them up to like level 9 and level 8, and then I realized that most of my upgrades right now are elixir based upgrades, so why would I not upgrade my elixir pumps? So right now all of the elixir pumps minus 2 are level 15, and that means that we have one more level to go, and then we could do the supercharge, but I'm really not sure if I'm going to do that yet. Let me know down in the comments below if you think I should, because it is a boost of some sort, but how long is that going to last? We really don't know. You know, it's just one of those gambles in a way, I guess. And then we also put a couple of levels on our dark elixir drills. Now, we started to run into a problem though. There was a major issue that we started to come across as we got deeper into these upgrades of buildings and the hero upgrades, is the fact that our pet house, check this out, we got the Electro Owl and Lassie to level 10. Now, there are more levels for both of these pets, but we can't upgrade them because we need a level 5 pet house for Lassie, and then we need a level 9 pet house for the Electro Owl. And that's super annoying because both of the upgrades, or all of the upgrades for new levels on the pet house, take equally a week or longer to do. So right now we have a builder on the pet house, and that's going to stay there for a while until we get some more magic items. And I know that it's like we have magic items dedicated here and here and here, but this is just one of the things that I need to get upgraded to unlock the other pets. That way I no longer have to worry about stopping and having an idle pet house like we have right now going on. We also started upgrading the blacksmith, and we started upgrading the clan castle. These are 3 buildings that need to be maxed out. That way we can stop having limitations, because with the new magic snacks and the clan castle cake, it's really kind of pointless when you don't have a maxed out clan castle, because you're not taking advantage of the free siege machine, the free troops, the free spells that you can get, and that is one of those buildings that needs to be upgraded and finished. But again, that's going to probably take us another month and a half to max out unless we invest magic items. Now, there was one upgrade that I really did not want to do, but was actually kind of forced to do it by the game, and that would be the Monolith. Now, thankfully, it's down to 2 days and 15 hours, but originally it was an 11-day upgrade that I did not want to do, but we actually got that free rune of Dark Elixir from the chest, which was a complete fluke, plus we had full storage of Dark Elixir, so we put the Monolith down for upgrade, and then we actually did another level on the Royal Champion, and then we ended up buying a book of heroes from the trader with gems, which is another thing that I really didn't want to do, but it helped us get rid of the Dark Elixir and allowed us to, you know, spend that rune of Dark Elixir for free before it expired. So that's just one of the things that you have to make an adjustment on, especially with the new feature with the treasure hunt. I really do like the feature, but it's also one of those things that you can't predict what you're going to get, and you have to kind of make decisions on the fly. So that's why the Monolith is under upgrade. Not a bad thing. It needs to be upgraded anyways, but it was just not in the slate to be done right this second. So let's go ahead and jump into the laboratory. Let me show you what's been upgraded in the last month. Now, keep in mind that originally we did not have the barracks leveled up. It was originally level 5. So the only troops that we had available to upgrade was the barbarian, archer, giant, goblin, and the wall breaker. So we did manage to upgrade the barbarian and archer to level 10. We also upgraded the giant to level 4, which was just me getting rid of resources. And then we also upgraded the wall breaker to level 10. Then we started dabbling in the spells because we did max out or get our spell factory as high as possible to unlock most of the spells. So we upgraded and maxed out the freeze spell. We already had a maxed out invisibility spell from the previous video. And then we also started upgrading the rage spell. You'll notice that the rage spell is now maxed out. And this is all thanks to the goblin builder that we had back in August. That kind of rolled over into September for a few days because we did have have 2 upgrades going. We also added some levels to the heal spell, and we also upgraded the lightning spell to level 9. I think there's 2 more levels to go on that. So we've made a major dent when it comes to the spells. And then obviously we haven't made any progress here because we haven't unlocked any of these troops yet. So it's just one step at a time. We did upgrade the barracks to level 13. We did unlock the Electro Dragon, but then I went deeper into the top players in the world. You know, these guys right here, if you go in the top players and start looking at some of their armies, you'll notice that a lot of those players are probably using Root Riders or they're using dragons. So I decided based on my research there that the dragon was probably the better option to spend time upgrading. And right now it's currently going to level 7. It finishes up in 11 hours. We'll put it back down for upgrade. And naturally we do have a book of fighting that we can invest on the dragon as we get closer to maxing it out. And then from there, we'll probably have to make another adjustment. Maybe we might be able to upgrade the balloon because that's definitely a very important troop when it comes to use of dragons. But that's kind of where we're at right now. We're going to stay focused on the dragon for now, and then we'll start working our way into probably the balloon next. Now, going into our blacksmith, this is why we started upgrading this building, is the fact that we started running to the issue when it came to our common equipment. We could no longer upgrade beyond level 9. We need a level 3 blacksmith for the earthquake boots. We need a level 3 blacksmith for the eternal tome. And then the fact of the matter is that we want to upgrade pieces of equipment that we're going to use in the end game. What's the point in dumping ore into abilities that we're not going to use, i.e. the life gem? Not saying it's useless, just saying that's not one that I want to use later on. And the same thing applies to the royal champion abilities. Now, is this a mistake? It could be. It's just a learning lesson as I go on. But we did add some more levels to our other pieces of equipment. We got the giant gauntlet up to level 11, earthquake boots up to level 9. The archer queen's ability and the frozen arrow and the magic mirror are now level 11 and 12. And that's pretty much where we're at. Now, this is where we have to think about our trophy range because I haven't been doing any clan wars yet. We've made a lot of progress right here based on what we got just because we've been doing our daily star bonus, and being up in Titans League has helped out quite a bit because based on the 2 times star bonus that we got back before the chest event started, we were earning 1,550 shiny ore and 84 glowy ore, which helped out quite a bit. I actually filled up, I maxed out the capacity of my ore in the blacksmith. So that's another reason why we needed to start upgrading that building as well, because if I'm saving up my ore for a specific piece of equipment, I need the storage space or the storage capacity to do so. And then also on normal collection of the star bonus, we're able to claim 775 shiny and 42 glowy ore. So we're able to save up quite a bit of ore just by being up in Titans League 3. Obviously, I would like to get to Titans League 2, but it's going to require a lot more work, a lot more attacks, a lot more staying online to make that happen. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but that's just where we're at when it comes to the blacksmith. So we've made a lot of progress when it comes to our buildings, our heroes, our laboratory and troops, as well as what we've done in the blacksmith and the pet house. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably are playing Clash of Clans for free, and you would like to consider that a lot of our progress has been made because of having the gold pass. Now, I'm not saying that that's not the case. We have taken advantage of the perks. The 20% builder boost, you know, that means that the buildings are cheaper, they take less time to upgrade, and we also have the training boost. The troops train faster, we're able to farm a lot faster and all that good stuff, as well as this massive bank that pays out at the end of the month. Most of this stuff right here is going to go into walls, just so you know. Like, I don't have like a ton of builders available. Like, I don't have anything more than 5, so I have to be reasonable on where I'm placing those resources. And you know, I might have a builder back on like the pet house or something that's going to take up a little bit of elixir from that bank, but you know, it helps. But all the lessons that you're learning or applying as a free-to-play player also apply here as well, like completion of clan games. You saw me claim my maxed out clan games at the beginning of the video, but then also each week I have to make sure that I am participating in raid weekend and completing my attacks here, because a big success in our laboratory has been the collection of the research potions, which you can get for raid medals. So I'll show you that each week I claim training potions because I'm doing a ton of attacks each day, and then I'm also claiming the research potions to apply to speeding up the upgrades in the laboratory. So by doing this every single weekend, it's also contributing and helping out, as well as events like the mini spotlight event that just happened a few weeks ago. I know a lot of you guys out there complained about that because it was just resources, but it actually helped out a lot by claiming those resources and applying to my upgrades. I mean, I'm not saying that we got a lot from that event, but those little events do help out, and they're just generally fun because, like, the last one was sneaky goblins, and I was using sneaky goblins anyways. It worked out perfectly. Now, also, we only have 5 builders, and another major target for this series is unlocking our 6th builder, or Otto. So we have managed to get our builder base up to Builder Hall 9. This is all rushed, and this is going to be in a separate video, but I wanted to show you that we have made a lot of progress here. We're currently working on a few upgrades like gold storages and the multi-mortar because we need to do the gear up, and we also need to work on the battle machine, and we need to finish upgrading the baby dragon, but there is progress being made here, and I wanted to show you that. So we are targeting the 6th builder. We want to get that unlocked. I just don't know how long that's going to take. So let's take a look at the Clash Ninja website to show you how much progress has been made in the last month on this series. And based on our data from day 31, we had like 4% on structures, 2% on laboratory, 0 on heroes, 1% on equipment, 6% on pets, and then 2.1 on the walls. Well, according to Clash Ninja today, it looks like our structure percentage did decrease, and I think that's because of the Supercharge, although I'm not really sure why they would include the Supercharge in the structures percentage because it is a temporary upgrade. I don't know. Don't ask me. But moving on, we did go up to 6% on the laboratory, 10% on the heroes, 5% on equipment, 12% on the pets, and 9.4% on the walls. So just by upgrading those 2 pets to level 10, we've made a lot of progress. Same thing when it comes to our heroes. Going into how much time is remaining though, there has been a significant jump in our progress. By looking at day 31 with 5 builders, we had 33 months remaining on this account. And according to our data today, it looks like we have 29 months, 29 days, and 14 hours remaining with 5 builders. Now just imagine once we get that 6th builder, things are going to go a lot faster. Now these numbers are not based on the use of magic items or the purchase of the gold pass. I mean, sort of, but it should be better, but we'll have to see how it plays out because we are focusing all of our efforts on this account for the next 12 months. Let us know down in the comments below how your accounts are coming.